Folks, hi, this is Gigi. If you're here, I'm here. You know what that means? It must mean it is Monday, Monday. And today, it's a little hot out here. Well, you know, it's Arizona. It's that time of year. I said, oh, what am I going to have today? So I thought it'd be good. What kind of good? I'm having a mocha, but I made it with my favorite protein powder. It's a brownie batter by Flav City. You know, I've had other protein. Big Dog has a protein shake every day. I cannot drink. Let me tell you, it does not do well with my digestive system when I drink his protein shake. And I'm so glad that I realized that before we get ready to take a trip, because Gigi couldn't hang. But this one, I like it. I actually prefer the chocolate. In fact, I have a big jug, and I just throw, anytime I buy it, I just go ahead and throw it in there. But when I was first trying them, every once in a while I like to try the different flavors. I got the peanut butter, the butter coffee, that's pretty good. Vanilla I like to use sometimes in baking. But brownie butter today is what we're having in my mocha. That's right. So it's a protein shake with some whipping cream, homemade whipping cream. Gigi whipped it up with a little frother. And a little chocolate syrup on the side. And I'm thinking, for today, it's pretty good. Cheers, folks. Here we go. Oh, that is good. I did put chocolate syrup on the bottom. All right, folks. How you guys all doing today? I hope you're having a great day. You're off to a good start. I'm going to go ahead and drop some money here. Now, let me just say, we're not dropping a lot of money because we had a snafu here at the house of Gigi and Big Dog. I'm just saying. But I will share that little story with you because, you know, that's what Gigi likes to do here. So, let's first count the money. And then we'll start. All right? Okay, let's go ahead and put this here. Let's see how much money we're going to be counting here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 80, 90, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 106. But hey, baby, we're still saving. We did go see the movie Odyssey. My bladder did hold out for the whole length of the movie, plus popcorn and soda. I did wear my outfit that I had worn at Funeral in a Boho series. I think I look quite cute, and so did Big Dog. We had a very nice time. The movie's okay. You know, I give it maybe a 3.5. Because I was hearing people were paying crazy amount of money for tickets. We went on, because Gigi's on a budget. We went on Tuesday, where you got for seniors, can get tickets half price. They say that, but it's only one ticket was half price. So that's okay. But the movie was, you know, it was okay. Do I need to pay? Okay. I mainly want it because it was on the IMAX. So yeah, it does give you a different visual in the IMAX. It's like you're like, in it, you know. Oh, Big Dog's putting my feeder out there. Anyway, my bird feeder, because he knows I like to see the hummingbirds out here. But anyway, do I need to pay to go see it in the theater again? No. I can wait for it to come on Prime or Netflix or whatever, and then I can stop it whenever I want. But it wasn't bad. I'm just going to say that. All right. So let's go ahead and start dropping some money. Say hello to my girls. Yes, I got some new pictures from my Charlie, my Morgan, and my Teddy. The outfit that Teddy's wearing is actually an outfit my son wore when he was probably about a year old. And my Morgan, she's looking like her mama. Oh, my Charlie, she's getting so big. I miss my girls. Oh, okay. Good morning, girls. All right, we're going to go ahead and drop somebody here. Then I will share. Luna's right here underneath my desk because she knows I have a treat for her right here. So let me go ahead and give it to Luna. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Here we go. We were going to drop. What we're going to drop? Because we low up funds this week. $4. 4? 5. Let's do 5. We'll do 5. Yeah. Let's do 5, yeah. So, here's the story. So we went to the theater, went to the movies, had a nice time. You know, I want to try to start going to the movies at least once a month. I think the next one we're going to go see that Spider-Man movie. And if I had shared with you before, my niece is in graphic arts, and she works at one of the studios. And her name has come up in the credits. In fact, she worked in the movie Disclosure. Her name came up there. Veronica Sanchez came up on the screen. And Spider-Man, she worked on that too. She did some type of digital art or something. My brother's girls are very, very creative, but she picked it up and she's been going to, like I said, she's getting her name and she's getting out in the graphic arts, and that's great. My other niece, Danielle, she's an artist and she does really awesome paintings and stuff. If I get her link, I'll go ahead and I'll ask her to send it to me because she's very, very creative as well. But anyway, we went to the movies. Gigi gets sidetracked here. And we had a nice time. It was nice. It got home, not too crazy. And then, of course, we got home. It's like 110. It wasn't crazy hot, maybe 105. Go ahead, put this buddy away. And what we're finding, when it gets so hot out here in Arizona, it trips our breaker, or the GFI, I think is what Big Dog calls it, in the garage, which is connected to the garage doors and to our freezer and refrigerator we have out there. So what happens, we came home and we couldn't get inside the house because the garage doors wouldn't open. Yeah, that's what happened. And then, that's not the only thing. So I had we have security door. So I had keys to that. So I go, oh, let me just go use a door key. Because he likes going through the garage door. Okay, whatever. So I go to open the door, and our door to the house itself has a keypad. We have never really set it. I used to have an app when we first moved in. And I had that app maybe 2-3 years, and it worked fine. If Big Dog was locked out of the house, I was able to open the garage door through that app. And we could unlock the door through that app. Well, that company went out of business. Needless to say, we don't have that system anymore. But the door pad is still on there. And did we ever set it? No. You know, this guy I worked with, the director at the funeral home I worked with, she was the director. She would say, when I would bring her an issue and we would talk about it, she says, is it a problem now? I go, no, but it's going to be. She goes, well, it's not a problem till it's a problem. And I told Big Dog, that's on us. We knew that there was a little hinky. We'd never reset it. That's on us. So $291 is what I had to pull out. Instead of coming into savings, it had to go to the locksmith. Fortunately, we have AAA, and they will pay for a part of that locksmith. I just thought I'd take a chance to see whether or not the locksmith is covered, and they will. If you have to be at the premier level, which we are, and they will pay, I think, like up to $100, $150. So that's going to help. I have to submit that. But what the thing that got me, I'm just saying, live and learn from Gigi's mistake. Let me go ahead and drop somebody in here. I think we're going to do, I want to try to do 30 here. So, Big Dog was sitting on her way to the car. I go, you know what, take me to my mom's. My mom's lived right up the street. I'm not sitting out here waiting for this guy. He said, he was going to sit out there. Okay, fine. So he took me down to my mom's house, and I sat there, visiting with my mom. And when I came to my mom's, I asked Big Dog, I told him, I go, ask the guy if he can reset that numeric pad. Because we were quite sure what was going to happen. And I was going to put a little bit money on here, but let me see what I got here. So I wanted to put some money for sure on Christmas. So let's see here. Do I have, I got a 25, so let's put 25 here, because Christmas is coming. And I even talked to the locksmith, and he says, well, I don't know what I can do until I get there. I said, okay. So Big Dog comes, and $291 later, he goes and picks me up. And when we're home talking about, the whole thing, because now what ended up happening, we had to get a new keypad. So, but what happened is Big Dog was talking to the guy. He said he used Claude. What? because he was talking to my husband about Claude. My husband says, no, I don't know anything about Claude. He goes, my wife runs all over the place with Claude. He goes, I don't do Claude. So he said, okay, let's go ahead and put 20 in here. You'll put 20 in here because I want to put some in my $100 envelope challenge. So put half in here. So that stuck with me. When he said that, they're kind of like, what do you use Claude for? So I went after, Big Dog and settled in for the evening. He had gone to bed because it stuck with me. Because sometimes Gigi kind of spins on stuff. So I looked on Claude. Claude, if you have a quick set lock, numeric pad, can you reset it? And it tells you how to reset it. But in order to reset it, we would have to have been inside the house. We couldn't get inside the house because remember, we were locked out. So that guy, that locksmith, used Claude to figure out how to unlock the how to reset that, or how to reset that keypad, but he didn't use it. But he probably used it to set our new keypad. So I told Big Dog, we need to know how to do that in case that ever happens to us. Because what happened is that, let's see, how much do I have here? I got 25. Let me see if I have any ones in here. See if I can break. Oh yeah, I have some ones. So I put 25 in here. Oh, you know what? I got 21. Let's do that. That's easy. So what happened is that we ended up having to get a new numeric pad. He went ahead and set it. We know how to reset it now. But if you have a numeric pad out there, Claude knows it can help you reset that number. I'm just saying. I mean, that was an expensive learning experience. And I am now sharing it with you. Okay. Gigi always gets confused here. I already put 21. So let's go ahead and put 23. And what I'll do, I'll put the 5 in here and I'll take 2 out. Because I know I have $2 bills in here. So 1, 2, yep. And then I did put teeth buddy in there. I did put a little bit in there. Oh, because I have to wait. I think next week, let's see here. I think not next week, because we're going to be low. We're going to be low until we get paid. So I'll probably put 20 in here next week. And then the following week, I want to start doubling these because I want to start on this one. This is $1,000 and this is $500 because my goal is to save $1,500 for the holiday. So that's coming up. So we're going to go ahead and save this money for next week, and hopefully our numbers will be a little bit better. But you know what the thing is? I could have said, oh, I don't have any money. What am I going to do? Just do it. You just got to be consistent. That's the only way Gigi's been able to save money, is by being consistent. That was the way we were able to have, the money for the guy to come do the lot. I mean, that's a $291 expense I wasn't planning on having. But because we've been consistent, because we've been saving, we had the money and I was able to put it towards that. Because that $291 probably what I would have done, I would pull $200 for this week. It probably would have had 91, maybe a little bit, would be a little over 100 for next week. But that's okay. You got to live and learn. These are some of the things that, you have to deal with sometimes because life sometimes happens, Let me go ahead and shut this off. Hold on. But I mean, such is life. What are you going to do? Whine and complain? Gigi's not a whiner. I don't like whiners. I'm not a whiner. But anyway, I think that's it for today. Did you folks, I hope you had a chance to see my 5 things I never told you about as you get over 60, my Hey Stay series. Like I said here before, I like to talk about different things, and my daughter is a mama with 2 babies, a working mom, and as I'm getting older, well, here, let me tell you. As my mom has gotten older, she has shared things with me and my sister. So now that I'm getting older, I am now continuing that that train of thinking and sharing it with my daughter. But Gigi has to go big, go home, and I'm doing it on video, and I'm sure she'll appreciate that. That's why I call it Hey States. I just didn't put a picture of it. That's all. And I'm sure she appreciates that. But it's just some things that, I'm finding, like my skin, I've got a little bump or lump or whatever on my eyelid, some type of cyst. So I go to my dermatologist next week, not next week, next month. So I'll get that taken care of. The heat, Gigi doesn't do as well in the heat like she used to. So, I have to be mindful of that. My knees, I got to be careful, use my braces, when I know I'm going to be walking, like when I go shopping with my mom, and we've all had, some women do. I didn't have issues with bladder leakage, but I had issues with UTIs. And sometimes we have to be mindful of that. One of the things that, and also the teeth. When I heard that sometimes some people will have issues with their teeth loosening as they get older. No, baby, I'm having smile money here. We can't have that happen. So you got to make sure you're taking care of your gums and your teeth. So those are the kind of things that I talked about. I'm going more into it in the video. But those are basically the 5 things I kind of covered. Because I think as we get older, and what I find, like for my girl, I want to share that information with her. And what I'm finding is that I've always kind of liked to share information. Even when I was working, there are some people, they won't share their knowledge with you. They know a process, they know a thing, they're not going to share with you. I've never been like that. Because I've always felt this is a team, we're building a team, let's work together, let's make it better. And that's kind of what I see here. We talk, we communicate, we share, and that's kind of what I want to do here. So I hope you catch that video. I'm thinking next Sunday it might be another funeral boho. I think I have another outfit that I want to try. And let me just say this. If you have not done this, you might want to do this. Because we noticed I got gold on. I usually wear silver. Well, my daughter says, hey, Mom. Instead of, hey, Stace, hey, Mom. If you ask ChatGPT to do your undertones, it tells you. It gives you your undertones, the kind of makeup, the coloring, the foundation, what colors are best for you, your warm, neutral, cold, whatever. I always thought it was cool. Well, not that I'm not saying I'm cool. Jesus, cool. I'm just saying in that application, it says I'm warm. And that gold is really my color as far as jewelry, which I thought was kind of surprising. So, of course, I would have told Big Dog, you know what? I'm thinking I need more gold, honey. But anyway, check it out. I did that for my mom as well. It's quite interesting. In fact, my mom was telling me that she had taken a class, I guess, in regards to that many years ago. So I'm thinking it kind of aligned with what she had learned about herself previously. I thought it was quite interesting, especially since I'm going kind of through this whole process of figuring out what do I like, what do I don't, what do I want, what do I need. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so I thought that was kind of interesting. But anyway, just a little tidbit for you folks. You can check it out. But I think until then, I think that's it for it. I mean, we're just dropping money, baby. That's all we're doing here today. And just a short little chat because I know you guys are busy. But until next time, you know what Gigi says? Gigi says, hang tough, tits up. And I'll see you folks again. Okay, thanks for coming by. Ciao. Until next time. Thanks, folks.
We're getting ready. Getting ready at the dance floor.